We have forgiven you the photos of Osama bin Laden in an anti-Obama ad. We have forgiven you the fawning over the fairness of Fox News while they were still calling you a murderer. We have forgiven you accepting Richard Mellon Scaife's endorsement and then laughing as you described his deathbed conversion. We have forgiven you the quoting, the editorial, or the electoral predictions of boss Karl Rove. We have forgiven you the...
Hey, she's working for her mom. What's unseemly about that? I mean, during the last campaign, the Bush twins were out working for their dad. I think it's great. I think she's grown up in a political family. She's got politics in her blood. She loves her mom. She'd think she'd make a great president.
But doesn't
Michelle
it seem
Obama's
like she's
out
being...
there for her husband, so...
But doesn't it seem like Chelsea's sort of being pimped out in some weird sort of way?
No, she's there. Listen, if she didn't want to be there, she wouldn't be there. I mean, give Chelsea a break. I think it's great. Again, Michelle Obama's out there for her husband. What's the big deal, Dick?
Thanks. It's nice talking with you.
You know, Jonathan, I was going to give this one a win for Clinton because I think it's a good thing for her to sort of engage in this kind of conversation thing. But after I listened to it, it sounds like sort of an 80s, like, sort of cheese ad, you know, like, I'm going to get back to you on television, you know? I mean...
But, Senator, we cannot forgive you this. You know, we cannot forgive you this, Senator, not because it is crass and low and unfeeling and brutal. This is unforgivable because this nation's deepest shame, its most enduring horror, its most terrifying legacy is...
Live coverage of One Night, Two Parties. The New Hampshire debates continues. Once again from the campus of St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire. Charles.
My question to you is simply this. What can you say to the voters of New Hampshire on this stage tonight who see your resume and like it, but are hesitating on the likability issue, where they seem to like Barack Obama more?
Well, that hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry, Senator. I'm sorry.
But I'll try to go on. He's very likable. I agree with that. I don't think I'm that bad.
You're likable enough.
Thank
Hillary,
you so
no
much. I appreciate that. You know, I think this is one of the most serious decisions that the voters of New Hampshire have ever had to make. And...
Howard, tell them who I am!
Are we at that point yet? Is the next SNL skit going to be about Hillary Clinton's heel marks on the polished wood floor?
You know, I actually think the comedy shows are still pulling their punches slightly on Hillary because we're all afraid we're going to have to pretend we always loved her in the first place. It's kind of like when your brother separates from his wife and you let him know what you really thought of her, then they get back together. It makes for an awkward Thanksgiving.
But you know the media is in the tank for Senator Obama against Senator Clinton. Hasn't that been established by a previous edition?
They're hedging their bets. I mean, literally, until Obama has his hand on the Bible swearing in, nobody is going to come out and really say what they think about Hillary, which is completely positive, by the way.
Of course it is. I'm going to be the only one going to Gitmo. The other part of this sketch Saturday night.
Senator Barack Obama under fire from Clinton supporters. Obama reportedly telling Clinton's women voters to, quote, get over it during a meeting with members of the Black Caucus. The next guest just can't get over why Obama would say that at all, even in the best of context. Larry Sabato.
Senator Clinton, Governor of New York, Eliot Spitzer, has proposed giving driver's licenses to illegal immigrants. You told the National New Hampshire editorial board it makes a lot of sense. Why does it make a lot of sense to give an illegal immigrant a driver's license?
Well, what Governor Spitzer is trying to do is fill the vacuum left by the failure of
the New York governor's plan to give illegal immigrants a driver's license. You told the National New Hampshire paper it made a lot of sense. Do you support his plan?
You know, Tim, this is where everybody plays gotcha. It makes a lot of sense. What is the governor supposed to do? He is dealing...
Well, I was confused on Senator Clinton's answer. I can't tell whether she was for it or against it. And I do think that is important.
I want to ask each of you the same question. Senator Clinton, would you pledge the American people that Iran will not develop a nuclear bomb while you are president?
I intend to do everything I can to prevent Iran from developing a nuclear bomb.
But you won't pledge?
I am pledging I will do everything I can to prevent Iran from developing a nuclear bomb.
But they may.
Well, you know, Tim, you asked me if I would pledge, and I have pledged that I will do everything I can to prevent Iran from developing a nuclear.
And he went in the tank for Barack Obama, Russert did. You saw it in the debate. He hammered Hillary Clinton, and they gave Obama a complete pass. Don't give me any of this Russert's a blessed guy. Russert's good when he wants to be. He's good when he wants to be.
I think the Hillary appeal has always been somewhat about her mix of toughness and sympathy for her. Let's not forget, and I'll be brutal, the reason she's a U.S. Senator, the reason she's a candidate for president, the reason she may be a front runner is her husband messed around. Yeah, but that's how she got to be senator from New York. We keep forgetting it. She didn't win there on her merit. She won because everybody felt, my God, this woman stood up under humiliation. Right? That's what happened. That's how it happened. In 1998, she went to New York and campaigned for Chuck Schumer as almost like the grieving widow of absurdity. And she did it so well and courageously. But it was about the humiliation of Bill Clinton.
Well, Democrats are terrified of a party battle that goes all the way to Denver in late August, fearing that it could well kill their chances come November. They've been waiting for someone, anyone, to step in and end this. But Hillary is saying, in effect, why stop the game? Why not let the unelected superdelegates decide this thing? So what is the right answer?
You always talk about how we always put a dreamer out there, and we always believe. But in the end, machine always beats the man. John Henry always dies at the end.
He loses to the railroad.
There is never, the railroad always wins.
You're breaking my heart with my own story.
Chris Matthews, this morning,
tears to his
is it not the case?
Hi, Chris. My name is Shankar Ramaswamy. I'm a freshman at the college. And my question is, how do you respond to accusations that MSNBC has officially supported Obama?
Well, it's not official.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't work, Bernie, and I don't think you would either. I don't know about Jane. For any organization like NBC, which is in the tank, dishonest, has been dishonest, and doesn't deserve any credibility, if you're working for them, you're part of it. You're part of it.
What do you want? You want everybody to quit?
Bill. Yeah, I would.
Bill,
I would.
You know, I still think you can.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for our nation, and you are a once-in-a-lifetime leader. I am very proud today to endorse your candidacy for president.
But what about the argument that she and her supporters make that he simply doesn't have the experience necessary to take charge of the Oval Office on day one, given the lack of experience they say he has?
Well, first of all, I disagree fundamentally that he doesn't have the experience. And secondly, you know, I don't think casting another 5,000 votes in the Senate make you any more prepared to be president of the United States. In fact, if you stay around that long, they could probably stew the hope right out of you, as Barack likes to say. I think it's more likely that now, having the variety of experience he's had, and keep in mind, you know, Ted Kennedy has worked closely with so many presidents. He has been...
I feel change in the air. What about you?
Barack knows what it means to be a black man living in a country and a culture that is controlled by rich white people. Hillary can never know that. Hillary ain't never been called a nigger. Hillary has never had...
And I have to say, you know, Senator Clinton, you know, looked in her element. She's... you know, she was taking every opportunity to get a dig in there, and you know, you've just got to kind of let it, you know.
I have so many opportunities from this country. I just don't want to see us fall backwards. You know, so.
You are still awash in this filth. Your only reaction has been to disagree, reject.
Apparently it's okay to say bad things about a girl. It's okay. The only thing that matters is what happens to you. That's all that matters. If a politician doesn't want...
This senator is too much, because a senator a politician, a person who can let hang in midair the prospect that she might just be sticking around in part just in case the other guy gets shot, has no business being and no capacity to be the President of the United States. Good night.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.